Hello. One of my habits is to read at least half an hour every day. And today I just finished reading a book and I would like to tell you about it. It's this one. It's The Dead Are Arising, The Life of Malcolm X by Les Payne and his daughter Tamara Payne. And this is a comprehensive recounting of the life of Malcolm X. If you don't know who Malcolm X is, it's almost like the equivalent of Martin Luther King. They were civil rights activists at the same time period. Both of them they got assassinated, but Malcolm X, well, let me tell you, well, he was born in 1925 at a time that there was great amount of racism in the United States. And yes, racism is still alive and well in the United States. But if you could imagine at that time, it was even worse. It was at a time where lynchings were done regularly, right in open air, the killing of people of color without any legal repercussion. And yes, people of color still get killed by the police in the United States, but at least now they go to prison. And funny enough, lynching just became illegal this year. This is the year 2022, and only now linking became illegal, if you can imagine. But anyway, so going back to to Malcolm X. So he grew up and he became a juvenile delinquent. He was involved in all kind of small crimes. He was stealing, he was selling drugs at that time where marijuana was not even popular. He was already selling dope and pot and other small drugs. He also got involved in prostitution. And then later on, he started stealing from houses, breaking and entering, larceny, stealing whatever he could get to to sustain his life habit. But then at about age 21, he got caught. He was sentenced to 10 years in prison, out of which he did about 8 years. And while he was doing time in prison, he decided to educate himself. He started reading, he started joining groups of other intellectuals, and he found this religion called Nation of Islam, and he converted to the Islam religion. And when he got out, he had a gift. He was a good speaker, and became a minister for this Nation of Islam organization. And he was good. He was a great speaker. He was fast with his tongue. He will get bigger and bigger audience, and he started to get recognized all over the United States and internationally. Well, it so happens that he had a fallout with the religious leader, um, because the leader of the religion Nation of Islam was preaching strict disciplines to the code of Islam, while the leader was not adhering to that strict discipline. That means that the leader, Muhammad, I forgot his name. Anyways, he was eating pork, which is a big no-no for Muslims. He was having affairs with his secretaries. He was stealing money from the religious organization. And Malcolm said to himself, why am I preaching this religion when the leaders themselves don't adhere by the strict code of ethics? So he decided to leave this organization, Nation of Islam, and he started his own organization, still speaking about civil rights, liberty, equality, try to end discrimination, so on and so forth. But the religious organization that he left, the Nation of Islam, couldn't take uh, uh, couldn't take rejection, and they decided to kill him. So Malcolm X, spoiler alert, in case you didn't know, he was assassinated by the own religious organization that he spent so much time and effort promoting and preaching about. So anyway, his life was spectacular. He brought the civil rights cause forward, although his ideas were a little bit different from those of Martin Luther King. So Martin Luther King, as you know, he's civil rights movement was predicated in the nonviolence movement. He learned a lot from Muhammad Gandhi, but Martin Luther King was advocating self-defense. That means that if they get attacked by the white men, to defend themselves physically. And so he got a lot of heat for that. But to my opinion, he was right. If a black man gets killed, well, I mean, at least try to defend yourself. Whatever, that is passing history. Many movies have been done about the life of Malcolm X. There is one where Denzel Washington portrays the life of Malcolm X. I think it was superbly done. And then I recommend that you check it out. Check out the books that The Dead Are Arising, The Life of Malcolm X by Les Payne, and let me know what you think. Thank you for listening.